Delegate DeBruhl, how did public education fare at this session of the General Assembly?
Well, John, obviously I was very disappointed that we didn't get more funds from the Appropriations Committee for Public Education, because I think it's very important. But I do think that many of the teachers and the administrators and people in the state of Virginia have been misled. I received many letters this time from the various teachers and so forth throughout the state of Virginia asking that I help to restore a $36 million cut that was had in the education appropriations, which was not true. In fact, the education appropriations for the public education system in Virginia will be $142 million more than it was the previous biennium, 68 to 70. So this is not a cut, obviously. But I think the teachers and the administrators were somewhat misled. The cut that they were speaking of was a budget request by former Governor Godwin, and he asked that they asked for a certain amount of money, the State Department of Education or the State Board of Education, and this was $36 million less than he requested. But I can say to all the people in Virginia that the public education system will receive in this current budget $142 million more than it received in the last biennium.
Well, has public education progressed, or is it moving ahead as a status quo?
Oh, definitely it's moving ahead. I can say since 1966, with the passage of the sales tax, that public education has moved ahead. But I will say this, and I'll be perfectly candid, that public education in the state of Virginia will, I think in the next biennium, in all honesty with the people, be on a plateau. It's not going to move ahead as progressively as I would like to see it move ahead, because I don't think the teachers are going to get the salary raises that they should have. I don't think that we're going to get the new buildings that we should have. I don't think we're going to get the other things that we need with this increase, because I think an increase should have been much more. But obviously, this was a session of the General Assembly that the people had requested from the delegates and the senators back home that they didn't want any tax increase. And without the additional taxes, then I'll be perfectly candid. I don't think public education in this biennium is going to move as rapidly as it has in the past 2 years or 4 years.